Hi there YouTube, Mark Vergeer here with a bit of a rant on this product. I'm not pleased. No, I actually got this, and actually what this is a network attached storage or external USB drive, and with a plus that it has a USB, and next to the USB interface it has an Ethernet interface, so it actually works as a network attached storage. All good, you think? Not good, no. I hooked it up in my network. You can just hook it up over the supplied Ethernet cable and just plug it into your router or plug it into your network hub. If you turn it on, it starts spinning, and about 30 seconds later it presents itself as a network attached storage thing. You can actually use the Lacie supported software to actually incorporate it into your Windows network. It actually works with, or is supposed to work with, Windows, with Mac OS, and I also believe Linux. Okay, powered it on, attached to the network, and it worked. And it also presents itself as a media server. So this is great. I thought this was great to house some of my throwaway movies and series that that you just watch and then you just get rid of. Yeah, just have it on somewhere in the network. I don't have to turn on my PC for sharing media. I'm just going to share it from this, and it worked great. I mean, copying software worked, copying files worked really well. Until I turned it off, because if you turn it off and later you turn it on, no dice, it doesn't want to work. And I thought, well, is this a poor drive? Has the drive crashed? And actually, it turned out to be that the software running this actually had crashed, resulting in a non-responsive drive that wasn't. I mean, you can also reach this through the USB cable, but it would power on, but you couldn't access the drive over the USB. You couldn't access it over the network. It would just, be stuck in a boot. And I figured it must be the little computer inside that was wrong, or perhaps the the operating system that it actually works on. I mean, it presents itself with a web interface, so I can imagine some sort of ARM processor running this, and well, it doesn't cater for shutting down the system. So when I finished copying my files, and this does make a bit of noise because I'm not sure if there's a fan in there, but there's a drive in there, and it does make a noise. So, I mean, it is possible to turn it off, right? I mean, come on. So I turned it off, and the next day I turned it on, and it wouldn't function. It turned out that the drive inside was perfectly fine, but there was a big giant partition on it, a GPART partition, which probably contains the OS and the saved files. There's no separate file system that you can actually access when this baby doesn't boot. As a network attached storage solution, one would think that you could still access the files that you put on there if the network bit of it fails, and you can just access it over USB. But no, this has actually got a serious design flaw, because all is fine and dandy when the internal Linux works, and it actually provides or serves a partition to the USB connection over software. So actually internally a GPR partition is used, and it actually serves the files to a virtual partition over USB. Well, if this system just fails, you can't get access to your files. And I tried. I mean, it was. I mean, it's very easy to open up. So I opened it up, took out the drive. It's a serial auto drive. Put it in one of my systems. Actually, one of the external serial auto readers that I have. it would spin up, and actually in Windows Partition Manager you could actually see that it was a GPART partition. Also on my Linux machine you could actually see it's a GPART partition with some sort of weird unrecognizable file system. So yeah, what I did was actually get rid of the GPART partition and actually ended up using the drive without the casing. I actually scrapped the casing, just threw it out. It was on sale, MediaMarkt. Well, I guess the reason why it was on sale is because if this system inside fails to boot, you just lose all your files. So as a network attached storage solution, turning it on and off, and if then that corrupts the partition that it boots off, yeah, well, no dice. I have a 2 gigabyte serial auto drive now that I may actually put inside of my system, or perhaps in some other external casing. Formatted as FAT32, put it in there, wouldn't work. It just needs, I guess the system inside needs that strange GPART partition. Contacted Lacie with the problem before I, ended up scrapping this. Got no reply. So this is actually the last thing I ever bought from Lacie. Shame. And any network attached storage should save its files not in some sort of weird proprietary format, but in a format that is actually accessible when the whole surround doesn't work, and you can actually read the file, the drive inside, if you put it in a different case or if you hook up a USB. But yeah, big fail. Not recommended you buy this. Not recommended you buy this. Okay, Mark signing off, and I'll be back with another more happy video later on.